Hello, my name is Julia DeSalvo, and today I'm going to be presenting the two internships that I researched for my final presentation. The first one researched was with the Washington Nationals, and it will be located in DC. When I researched it, I went directly onto the Washington Nationals website to look for internships. So this is the link here. My second one is located in Bethesda, Maryland, and it is with the Bethesda Big Train, which is an organization for baseball players to get recruited for the MLB and just kind of like a pre-professional practice for them. I first went on to Indeed.com to look for other internships because I wasn't 100% sure on what organization I wanted to do it with. And I just did the location and put in sport communications, and this internship popped up and it allowed me to go to their actual homepage, which is the website located after the word and. So the first one is called Ticket Sales and Service Internships with the Washington Nationals. So these are the main things that I will be doing. I will be the frontline representative for that department. So I have to make sure I'm 100% professional for absolutely everything because I pretty much represent the ticket sales for the Washington Nationals. Customer service. So this means with pre-existing ticket holders, I need to make sure I cater to their needs, answer any questions that they have, and also just try to get other people to come out to the games and be able to talk to them on the phone and face to face and just show that great personal relationship with them. Assist group sales. So this means that I help the ticket sales by coming up with ways to promote. For example, if the games have themes like they do Star Wars Day, College Day, I am there to have any input whatsoever that they think will help boost people come to those specific games. And assist administrative tasks for the department / executive team. So this pretty much means absolutely anything they need help with, I am there for them, and anything that I can do, if they think I can do it, they will ask me and I will try my best to help them. So when is it? It is March 2020 through October 2020. It is weekdays, weekends, long hours, and why I chose to go straight to the site and choose a specific internship. I know I want to do something with the Washington Nationals, so I decided to just go straight to their site to see what I could find. And it was very easy to access, and the site is very direct and understandable. They have the sections laid out very nicely, especially with the internships. Like there's quite a bit of internships and they have it in alphabetical order, different sections and great descriptions underneath. They also allow you to apply directly on the site, which is nice because sometimes you can't find a contact to apply to. And with this apply now, they allow you to just upload your resume and your cover letter within that section. So you don't have to stress about trying to contact someone or having them reply to you. That way, at the very least, you could at least give them your resume. And I've known baseball my entire life, and I know I want to do something with baseball. So being an intern with the Washington Nationals would be like a very great experience for me. And since I know the game, I know what fans want to hear, what they want to see, and what's going to get them to actually come out to the games as opposed to just watch it on TV. And I've always, like I've said, mentioned, I've always wanted to work in baseball. So just working within the MLB would be such an honor for me. How will it assist me in the future? I believe that sales is a really great place to start, whether it's an internship or an actual job. I think it opens up a lot of new connections, and it allows you to talk to a whole bunch of people. And again, with those new connections, it could help me like gradually grow up the ladder. There are a lot of different jobs within sales, so I think being able to get that experience will help me a lot. And since they just won the World Series, I'm really interested to see like how they use that accomplishment in boosting their ticket sales. And I think it would be fantastic if I was in that process. So for my second internship, it is the sports writing internship with the Big Train. And what I would be doing for this is attending their away games or home games, watching them, taking notes, and then writing the post-game recap so I can post them online. I would also write articles about the Big Train and the players that play within the organization. I would learn how to operate the scoreboard and the sound system, and mentioned on the site that pretty much all the interns are going to be trained on how to do that, so that if something were to happen, at least one person there is able to do that, because those are the two like very important things during the game. I would be going down and getting both of the team's starting lineups and putting them into the system. I'd be setting it up and taking down during the game day, so making sure that everything is running correctly, all the production stuff is plugged in, even if it's like just setting up the bases or anything, like any single thing that goes into the pregame, I will probably be doing, and then take down, cleaning up. Just, I mean, if it literally means cleaning up the stadium, like making sure everything is good to go for the next days. And I will also get to travel with the team and interview the coaches and players. So I will go probably talk to some of the other teams and just trying to like get something fun so that the fans are engaged and want to come to more games. I have experience with writing recaps already with the University of Charleston. I have written recaps for not baseball, but a couple other of the sports. So at least I know what goes into it. And operating the scoreboard and sound system for every single game day, I have done the scoreboard or operating a camera somehow. So I definitely have a lot of experience with that. And the fact that I already know what to do, I think will be an advantage for me, so that they don't feel like they have to sit there and teach me everything. And then take down and set up every single game day. We are there at least 2 hours before, making sure that the production system works, everything's plugged in right, testing the microphone, the scoreboard, everything. And then take down, we're usually there 45 minutes after, just making sure everything is cleaned up, put away nicely so that it's very easy to use the next day. So when I was looking at when this internship was, I was having an extremely hard time figuring out the specific dates, like the Washington National one. When I found it on Indeed, it had parentheses summer 2020 next to it. And then when I went to the actual site, it pretty much just had the same exact information that Indeed had. So it didn't tell me, but I do know it is in the summer. And the one thing I like about Indeed is very similar to the Nationals website, is that you are also allowed to apply within that site. When I went to their actual home site, it was very direct, like the Nationals. It had, internships, players, coach, like it had specific things to click, and it took me 2 steps to find what I wanted. And it's very pleasing to the eye. As you can see in the background, that is their logo. It had bright colors, pictures. It looked a lot, very baseball-ish, which was pleasing to me because I am very interested in that sport. So that was nice. And why I chose this specific internship with this organization, they actually had a couple. They had social media, and a couple other ones like game day operations. But I picked writing because I really want to practice my writing skills. Like I mentioned, I have written a couple of recaps, and it hasn't been baseball. But I definitely want to work on it more because I know there's room for a lot of improvement. And I think being in this environment will help me because I think there are a lot more people within this organization that could help me writing as opposed to just a couple people up in the offices of UC. And I also think it will build my resume because I believe that the writing skills in the sports industry is very, very important. And as I have seen looking up on other organizations, a lot of the requirements are good communication skills and writing. So I think if I have an opportunity that I can practice it as much as I can, I want to take it. So how it will assist me in my future, writing is a great skill to have. Like I had mentioned, I think that will make me more of an asset and ahead of other people who are not so strong at it. I think this organization would be great for networking. There are quite a bit of people on the staff, so not just my employers, the people above me, but I think making connections with the people who are doing very similar internships would be awesome because I know they're not going to be from where I am. So then maybe one day, like down the road, I could be like, oh, I remember him for my internship. I wonder if he has any opening or I could help him out. So just creating that whole networking world is very important. And one of the most important things for me is getting out of my comfort zone. I absolutely love working with Ashley Santola, the SID in our offices. And I've told you I've done pretty much just game day operations and writing recaps, and the recaps have been my least favorite part only because I believe that it is my weakness out of all of those skills. So applying for a position where I know I need a lot of work on is definitely out of my comfort zone, but at the same time, I think it would be extremely good for me. Overall, I think both of these internships will benefit me for any job, whether it's in the sport business or communications. Just getting myself out there and making those connections is always beneficial for someone's career path. Thanks.